Alright, so another shitty audio overlay. Truly, I'm going to leave in the original audio too, because I like the sound of the barbell clanking. Finally got all my weight plates in, so now I can do some heavier shit. Although, it's been a few weeks since I last deadlifted. In fact, I look back after this, so it's, September 14th was my last deadlift day, in which I ripped out 230 pounds for like 10 reps. This is only 205 pounds, and it felt heavy as shit because, well, it's been a while. So, that's where I stayed today. I'm supposed to be touching the ground here. I can't hear anything. Felt like I was touching. The mats might have been muting it. I have my headphones in with my music really loud, and I didn't even hear all this background noise you hear, which I'm assuming is my daughter's phone and stuff. Like she sleeps in the living room because we don't have another room for her. So that's all her noise you hear. I think she sings a few times too. So I did 3 sets of these deadlifts at 205 for 10 reps. And for deadlifts, that's a lot of fucking reps, man. It felt like cardio. I guess there's a reason why I'm not doing cardio. Check that belly. I ain't ashamed of it. For now, this is about the only thing I can really do heavy is any type of deadlifting. Later in the video, you see I'm going to practice some cleans. I'm pretty sure my form is not that great. My technique is not that great. It's not something I've done a lot. Usually would just kind of finish a set on in a rack at the gym with some barbell clean. That was it, the barbell, 45 pounds. I think the most I've ever, though, was like 70 pounds. But I never did it seriously. I never really, it was not the style of training that I prefer. I do find it kind of fun. So, but I figure until I get me a nice setup with a rack and all that, I'm either going to have to keep my squats and such light because, well, I can only clean and press so much weight, or I can get better at clean and pressing. So why not practice cleaning and pressing heavier weights? Granted, I only get to, let me pull out my calculator and math that shit. £80, which for me is pretty impressive, I guess. Um, yeah, and they felt pretty good. It was taxing though, like it wore me out, but that's something I'm not used to, and I'm just gonna have to get adjusted. So I'm really kind of interested in seeing where I can go with that. I don't plan on taking up any type of Olympic weightlifting seriously, but it is, sometimes something worth trying, doing something new, especially when your options are limited in what you can and cannot do based on equipment and space and things like that. I think if I'm going to start doing them heavier, though, I may move this outside. Um, I have the money to help, but I still want to be careful what I do. So, I don't expect to get the damage to back on this apartment due to cats scratching things, but I don't want to create more damage than necessary because, well, I like heavy shit. I'm gonna be mindful of the fact that this is not my permanent location, and this floor was not made for this type of stuff. So, but yeah. No, here I went up 75 with the cleans. Worked a little bit more on actually opening the bar up. Technique is something I need to work on, and it's like something I do a lot of. Uh, proficient at all on the technical side of Olympic lifting, but they were fun. to do sometimes. They're great, definitely explosive power, you know. So if you can get good at them, you can get good at other stuff too, I guess. I don't know. I'm not an expert at this. And then another set of the 75, and then I moved up to the 80. So I'm kind of running out of things to say here. Um, things have been going all right, I guess. Got the weights in, just starting to try them out. Start developing a program based on what I have and what I can do with it, and what my current goals are. Um, Other than that, everything's been going pretty good. A couple of weeks, well, last weekend, I experienced some serious anxiety over just my situation, but I think things are going to be alright as long as I keep, just focusing on doing what I need to do to keep getting one step closer. I'm going to get there. You know, I just have to remember that it's the same thing as anything else. You have to trust the process. And yeah, I was thinking about that today while driving around. That I have to be patient. I have to trust the process. And it is really hard though to trust a process when you're not even sure what the process is. I've never owned and ran a business of my own before. I've never. This is all new territory for me. So, and yeah, I'm doing things way out the box compared to what I've normally done. Um, and it's a little bit worrisome. Even when my kids were younger, I wouldn't even take these kind of risks. It just wouldn't be worth it. I'd take the safe road and make sure that I had everything I needed to take care of my kids. Two of them are adults. The youngest is, in high school. It's easier to take these kind of risks when the kids are old enough to, yeah, fend for themselves. So yeah, still having some anxiety about everything, but it's not nearly as bad. I'm pretty confident that we'll make it work.